Did you miss me? I missed you so much. Did you get the guy that did it? How did you kill him?
I let him go.
Get the door. Are you out of your mind?
It's a little more complicated than that, Mother.
Now sit. I know it's hard for you, emotionally. You've lost your brother. Now get up and kiss your mother.
Clip taken from Only God Forgives and the film's director, also the force behind the Pusher trilogy, Bronson, Valhalla Rising and of course Drive, joins me now. Welcome to Five Live, Nicolas Winding Refn. You're working again with Ryan Gosling. I mean, what qualities does he have as an actor for you to work with him again so soon? And also, how much input did he have into the plot and his character of Julian? I also believe that he contributed to other cast members' dialogue as well.
What's there not to like about Ryan? I mean, he's terrific, and he's a credible force of nature. Because I originally had another actor on the movie, because I was going to make this movie before Drive, and then I often made Drive, knowing that I was going to do this right after with this cast. One of them was Kirsten Scott Thomas, who was going to play the mother, and this other British actor was going to play Ryan's role, Julian. So after the premiere of Drive at Cannes, 3 months later, I would go to Bangkok and prepare Only God Forgives. And right after the Cannes premiere of Drive, this British actor, who was good, you know, he's a good actor, drops out of the film. And I was like, really? You're going to drop out of the movie?
We have to figure out now who that is. I think I have an idea.
And so I was basically left with no lead in the movie, and I had 3 months before I was supposed to go for it. So I was with Ryan at the 101, which is a restaurant we go to a lot together, and I was like complaining about actors, how you can't trust them, and he goes, I'll do it.
Fantastic.
And so it's like, great. And I called the other actor's agent and said, just tell your actor, tell your client that thank you very, very much for dropping out. This is so much more interesting. And because English is my second language, that's why I've made so many films with no dialogue almost. But this movie had to have certain very extravagant profanity. And Ryan was very, very helpful in coming up with ways to describe people in the American language that I needed, especially for the Kirsten Scott Thomas role.
Kirsten Scott Thomas, let's talk about her absolute inspired casting. I mean, she plays a character possibly like no other character I've ever seen her play, and she's played some incredible roles in the last few years. She plays Julian's mother, Crystal. I'm interested to know, was she your first choice? Did you make her audition? I mean, do you make Kirsten Scott Thomas audition? You know, because she's such a psycho, this woman.
No, God, I would never ask her to audition. I mean, I never, you know, I work with very low budgets, so I was casting unknown actresses in the UK, basically, or less famous people, because I didn't want to go with the hassle of paying someone, and B, if you don't pay them, it all becomes about schedule problems when you deal with big celebrities or big actors or actresses. But the casting director said, why don't we try Kirsten Scott Thomas? And my first reaction was, well, would she ever want to do something like this? And he goes, well, I might as well try. So I was like, okay. So we sent her the script, and then she was interested in meeting. So I went to Paris to have dinner with her. And, you know, it's kind of weird because you're sitting down with, like, your mother's favorite actress, you know, or, you know, your wife's example of that's beauty. My wife is always like, you know, KST is like, you know, that's how women should be, because she's just so elegant and sophisticated and all those things. So that's what I, you know, expected, and certainly that's what I got also. But over dinner, I also really, you know, quickly realized she has like no problem turning on the bitch switch.
Which was perfect for this
Which
role.
was like,
yeah,
that's what was needed for this movie. And then, you know, she asked me, so why would I consider her, or why did I think of her for this role? And, you know, and what do you say to those kind of things? Like, so I just went, because you did 4 weddings and a funeral. And
that's the answer she wanted.
And then I think she got what I was trying to say. I mean, it's a great film. But she goes, okay, if I'm going to do your movie, I really need to transform. Mm-hmm. And I was like, baby, you're preaching to the choir. What would you like to do?
We must talk about Chang because, you know, there's kind of the three characters in the film. You have Julian and you have Crystal, his mother, and then you have Chang, who is he a former policeman? He's kind of really he's still a cop, and he's almost sort of like, is he the god? Is he the avenger? Is he the good? It's all these questions running through. But there's this calm unease about him it's so haunting when he moves so slowly, and yet his weaponry, again, so precise that it just creates this feeling in you as you're watching the film of terror, actually.
Well, he was kind of designed like a shark, that he had to move, you know, as he was not even touching the ground. The idea of him was the notion that if you were to take God from the Old Testament, where God said, you have to fear me because I will be cruel, as you have to love me, I will be kind, is a very interesting character to portray because it's purely primal. It's cause and effect, it's instinctual. But, you know, he was there to kind of not be the antagonist, but it's almost like, because the whole movie is about Ryan's confrontation with his mother. But the key to that confrontation needed to be an outside source. And the idea that it's this mystical cop is almost like a godlike figure in Bangkok. And it's very much the character of this caliber is essentially the same character that Mads Mikkelsen played in Valhalla Rising and that Ryan played in Drive. It's the same character that appears in all three movies because they're all characters of mythological proportions that have no past, and they kind of live in a heightened reality and almost have a distinction that they're fantasy figures. That was kind of bizarre in the sense that I had this idea that that character would be played by three different actors.
Quickly, Barbarella television show. How is that coming on? Because this is your next project. Yes.
I really wanted to do Barbarella, and so I kind of prioritized that as my next commitment, and it's like my first television show, and I'm having a gay old time working on it, and I have great partners already in that. Robert Wade and Neil Purvis have come on board with me to write and conceive it, and we're just having, you know, a lot of fun visualizing beautiful women in outer space.
I know, what a hellish job. Do you have a Barbarella yet?
I have not cast Barbarella,
Okay.
but I will say, for all you inspiring actresses, 99% she will be an unknown, so get ready.
People are excited. Nicolas, thank you so much for talking to us, and we look forward to Barbarella.
Thank you.